Let's introduce the starters to you. Starting 7th is the number 13, a Barrett Wolfe, the Chicagoan, currently living in Las Vegas for Crosslink Kiwi Motorsport. In row 3, 44, Pablo Benites Jr., the second-generation racer out of Rosario, Argentina, for Scuderia Buell. Next to him, the 54 of Lincoln Day out of Wilson, Wyoming, Jackson Hole, basically, for the MLT Motorsports team. A winner already this weekend is starting alongside him, or excuse me, on the outside of row 2. That's the 15 of Nicolas Stati from Dalkeith, Australia, for Crosslink Kiwi. Alex Crosbie in the number 41 from Invercargill, Invercargill, I'll get it right, New Zealand, for Crosslink Kiwi. The front row, the number 46 of Connor Roberts. He's been on the podium twice this weekend from LaGrange, Georgia, sponsored by ApexSpeed.com and Entropy Sellers for Team Roberts Racing. And the pole sitter, car number 24, is Daniel Quimby from Sydney, Australia. He's a 15-year-old, sponsored by Cruise America, MIR Raceline, Fiji Airways, and Galvanize Insurance for the Atlantic Racing Team. Quimby, Stati, and Roberts have had all of the podiums between the three of them. Pablo Benites Jr. has finished 4th twice. Lincoln Day's finished 5th twice. Alex Crosbie has finished 6th twice. And Barrett Wolfe has finished 7th twice. So just a little bit of a checkerboard at the front of the field. Quimby with a 2nd and a win in the most recent round. Stati won the 1st round, finished 3rd in the 2nd. Connor Roberts with a 3rd and a 2nd. So let's see if we have some different podium finishers at the end of this race. As we remember, we'll be doing the podium for the JS F4 finale race after the podium for this race. The field weaving its way behind the safety car. Remember, this is a rolling rather than a standing start for this new car, as we're working out some kinks in the clutch engagement.
So is that because of a new gearbox or motor combination?
All of the above.
Okay.
So yeah, the gearbox is a known quantity, but the Mo was telling me the clutch is a 2-disc clutch, and it's a little bitey, and they're going to see what they can do to smooth that out a little bit, so these drivers are not so prone to stalling the car. And with a standing start, that's not a good thing. Yeah, that was another issue that he mentioned. This car, the new car, has a movable pedal box, and a lot of the teams not taking advantage of that. And the pedals may be a little too far away, and the guy's got his foot fully extended to get the clutch fully disengaged, and that could be part of the issue as well. So it's a combination of team and driver education, as well as seeing if there's anything they can do to make that clutch engagement a little more linear.
And obviously good quality and good supply quantity of these cars, and more cars coming in the summer.
That's exactly right. They've got 3 more under construction as we speak, and they expect 3 more after that before the end of the season. So fingers crossed, we'll have a bunch more of them by the time we get to COTA. Nicely formed up as the field now under the control of the front row of Daniel Quimby and Connor Roberts. Safety car is in the pit lane. Starters looking them over. This race will be 27 minutes as we're trying to get finished by the 5 o'clock hour. Just cresting the top of the hill. Starters looking them over. We wait, we watch. And there's the green. Daniel Quimby with maybe a nose ahead of Connor Roberts as they head down toward turn number 1, but behind they are 3 wide. A little diving and shuffling by Barrett Wolfe as he's trying to find an opening. And it looks like it's going to be Quimby sweeping through in the lead as they go over the Aaron's Tunnel. Everybody's together now. Quimby, then Roberts. Right behind him is, I believe that's Alex Crosbie. Nicolas Stati got shuffled back to 4th, I believe, but we'll sort that out as they come under the Sargento Bridge. Down the hill they come for the first time into turn 5. A 3-car scrum at the front. Quimby still in the lead as he guards that inside line. They go 3 wide up the hill to turn 6 under the bridge. Quimby still holding on. Tiptoeing around the outside is Roberts. With Stati, I think that's Crosbie again, right up behind them, but we'll sort it out when they come back by us. As they head down into turn number 8, now line astern. Close battle for that second spot as they work their way through the carousel turn. Quimby, a little wider line through the carousel, his car seeming to like that as they go right out to the edge at the exit under the Mission Foods Bridge and into the kink. 2 cars dropping off the back, Barrett Wolfe, I think, and Lincoln Day, but we'll sort them all when they come to our vantage point. Lincoln Day making a move on Barrett Wolfe. But it looks like Quimby, who won the race earlier today, might be in a position to lead him across the line on the first lap. Pablo Benites Jr., I believe, has worked his way up into 3rd here, but we'll get him as they come across the line. It is Quimby, Roberts, and Benites who sets the fast lap of the race. Nicolas Stati in 4th, Alex Crosbie back in 5th. As those 3 cars together, as Benites looking to take over 2nd spot, goes around the inside of Connor Roberts. They're still side by side as they go down the hill. Daniel Quimby trying to cling to that lead as they go out of turn number 3. And the 2 cars at the back having a great battle. Lincoln Day and Barrett Wolfe slicing and dicing as they make it through the 3rd turn. Looks like it's going the way of Barrett Wolfe at the moment. Benites shuffles back to 3rd behind Quimby and Roberts. Up the hill they go, under the Corvette Bridge. It's interesting how down the hill those cars kind of separate, and then the 4th and 5th place cars able to get right back on their tail as they climb the hill to turn 6, down toward turn 7 now. And turn 8, should I say. Quimby and Roberts squabbling over the lead. Pablo Benites Jr. right there to pick up the pieces in the Scuderia Buell number 44. Top 5 cars pretty much nose to tail. Barrett Wolfe has fallen off the back of the field, I believe. It looked like Lincoln Day was by himself. Yeah, here comes Day, and Barrett Wolfe off the pace just a little bit. They come through Canada nose to tail as the top 5 cars work their way through the Bill Mitchell Bend, coming down into turn 14. Across the line to complete race lap number 2. It is Connor Roberts. Benites gets a nose ahead of Daniel Quimby at the line. Nicolas Stati, though, sets the fast lap of the race from 4th. So Stati there with a possibility. Benites gets shuffled back to 3rd by Daniel Quimby. It's Connor Roberts at the point. Connor is yet to win, although he's been on the podium in both races. Could this be the rubber match that allows him to jump to the top step? Lots of racing left to go. Still almost 22 minutes. Roberts guarding the inside. Quimby trying to go around the outside as they snake out of turn 5 and climb the hill once again. Now the positions are reversed and Quimby slots into the lead.
Of course, with these cars using a little bit less aero dependent, much more mechanical grip based cars,
Yep.
we can see a lot of these toes will help even on the straightaway in a straight line. But the cornering speeds are so similar.
Yep.
In line, you're not as dependent on making sure you got some clean air. So I think that's why you see a lot of the freight train here in the top 5 cars being able to be consistent. But this car making its debut here has been impressive all weekend long.
Yep. That's one of the things that we've heard from the teams as well, is that for a brand new race car, the fact that they've been, touch wood, relatively trouble-free is certainly a testament to the engineering work that Ligier's done to bring these to the racetrack. And these top 5 drivers just feeling each other out at this point. Nobody getting away, and nobody being dropped from that group of 5. At the moment, at least, with Daniel Quimby looking for his second win in a row, perhaps. But I think Connor Roberts hopes to have something to say about that. As they come to the line, they stay single file. There goes Roberts alongside Quimby now. As they come down toward turn number 1, Roberts has the lead cleanly as he made the pass from the outside, and he'll take over the top spot. Exiting turn 1 over the Aaron's Tunnel. And here comes Connor Roberts at the point. Quimby. Oh, they drop a wheel off at the outside, but everybody continues. That's going to cost momentum, though, in a critical part of this racetrack, as Quimby and Roberts are locked together side by side down the hill toward turn 5. Benites trying to decide which one he's going to follow, or is he going to make it 3 wide down into turn 5? Nope, he stays single file. Nicolas Stati and Alex Crosbie right there as part of it. Roberts maintains the lead. Oh, but then goes a little wide at the exit. Here they come down into 7. It looks like Roberts, Quimby, and Benites.
Turn 6 is reporting that there was some slight side-to-side contact there, tire to tire.
Yep.
And it was pretty close quarters, elbows up there underneath the Corvette bridge for sure.
You betcha. Nicolas Stati in that 4th position with Alex Crosbie sticking right with him. Crosbie having his best race of the weekend so far. Just needs to get it to the finish. Connor Roberts leading for a good portion of this last lap and a half. Benites goes just a little wide at the exit of turn 14. That may cost him just a touch of momentum. Connor Roberts fading over to driver's left, trying to avoid giving up that inside line to the first turn. Right now they're going to stay single file as they run in. Now popping out is Quimby, thinking about trying to go the long way around, but then falls back in single file. He goes a little wide, but that should give him a good run down the hill over the tunnel. Quimby looking for a way around. Benites with Nicolas Stati now right alongside him. Alex Crosbie there to pick up the pieces if anybody makes a miscue. Once again, side by side down the hill. Quimby on the inside, Roberts on the outside. Quimby late on the brakes, has a nose ahead, but they may open the door for Benites to get under the 2 of them. Benites and Nicolas Stati duking it out. Alex Crosbie right there at the tail end of this grouping. I think these drivers are feeling each other out a little bit, trying to determine where they're stronger, where their competitor may be weaker. Of course, we've talked about it all day long. This is the last race of the weekend. They're on tired tires for the most part. Who can handle that the best? Lap times, Connor Roberts on the last lap was a 2:15.4. This car is, at this stage, about 3 seconds a lap faster than its predecessor in race conditions. Yeah, looks like we did have a lead change as Daniel Quimby got into the top spot in front of Connor Roberts. Benites in the Scuderia Buell liveried machine right there in third. Then Stati. Then Crosbie. Across the line they come. Connor Roberts with a nose ahead. Pablo Benites Jr. scored in second. Daniel Quimby just behind him as they fan out too wide down into turn one. It is Roberts. Quimby goes extremely wide there at turn number one. That's going to open the door for Benites, I think. And Nicolas Stati is going to try to put his nose in there in the battle for third. And here comes Alex Crosbie trying to make it 3 wide at the exit of 3. Down the hill they come. Roberts, then Quimby, then this trio of Crosbie, Stati, and Pablo Benites. And Stati gets it done. He moves around Benites up into the third spot. Barrett Wolfe is resurgent after falling back early. Looked like he was going to have to give that up to Lincoln Day. He is back in contact with him in the battle for the final 2 spots, 6th and 7th. But we stay with this battle at the front with Connor Roberts looking strong here. Alex Crosbie up into that 4th spot, but that car looks a little tail happy to me. We'll see if he's dealing with some handling issues with perhaps worn tires. Just about 14 minutes remain on the clock as the top 3 beginning to put a little distance on the battle for 4th. Oh, going wide. I think that was Benites. It might have been Quimby. I think it was Benites, though, that went a little bit wide. Nope, Benites is in second, so that was Crosbie who went a little bit wide. As we're at the halfway point of this one. Up the hill they come. Connor Roberts at the point. I believe that's Pablo Benites now in second. Nope, that's Daniel Quimby in second. Really? Okay. Pablo Benites in second, Nicolas Stati in third, Alex Crosbie 4th, Quimby back to 5th now, Lincoln Day, and then Barrett Wolfe. So Stati now up into 2nd spot, shuffling Benites back to 3rd, followed by Alex Crosbie and Daniel Quimby now at the tail end of this 5-car battle. Meanwhile, Connor Roberts setting fast lap of the race on that last circuit. Trying to get away, build up a little bit of a cushion as we're into the final 12.5 minutes. This group beginning to spread out just a little bit. Again, I think the aging tires perhaps giving these drivers a little bit more of a challenge. Nicolas Stati, though, doing a good job, just biding his time, getting up into that 2nd position. Around the carousel turn they go. Through the kink, right out to the edge. Quimby got a little bit too wide there at the exit of the kink, but kept it on the black part. Out of Canada Corner and into Thunder Valley. not quite as tightly packed as they were just a couple laps ago as they make the run up the hill with about 11 minutes remaining. Stati looking for an opening here behind Connor Roberts. Great battle between Barrett, Wolfe, and Lincoln Day. They're side by side as well. Alex Crosbie sets the fast lap of the race from 4th. Perhaps he's got something to say. Oh, Barrett Wolfe sweeps around the outside of Lincoln Day to take over that 6th position. Turn our attention back to the lead group. Down the hill they come. Nicolas Stati in 2nd, then Benites, then Crosbie. Dropping off the back of that group is Daniel Quimby. I think Quimby's tires may be toast.
Quimby was pushing pretty hard middle stages of this race, just trying to keep up with them. I think he may have abused the front tires a little bit.
Yep.
Seems like he's got a little bit of an understeer condition with that car, a little bit dropping off. He's got to back the corner up a little bit more than usual. You see on the exit there, pushing wide on the exit, so a little bit less front grip with that car. Certainly you can overheat these tires a little bit too.
You bet.
Sometimes you got to back off and just let them cool for a lap or two before you regain the charge. But a little bit of an understeer situation for Quimby, dropping off the top 4. So the top 4 going to race this one out for 3 spots on the podium.
The battle's on for 2nd as Nicolas Stati coming under serious pressure from Pablo Benites as they make the run down toward Canada Corner with just under 10 minutes remaining. Benites looking for any opening there. And Alex Crosbie hanging right in there in that 4th spot. There's Quimby just falling off the back of this battle just a bit. I think he realizes his chances are not great unless there's a yellow, as the 4 in front seem to have a little more tire under them as they come across the line to complete race lap number 8. No change in the order. Roberts, Stati, Benites, and Crosbie in that lead draft. Now side by side as they go to turn 1, 2 abreast. Going around the outside is Nicolas Stati. I think he was able to take the lead here as they go over the Aaron's tunnel. Yes, Stati at the point. Roberts trying to get it back as they go through turn 3. Benites and Crosbie right there to pick up the pieces if these two come to tears. Coming to the bridge. 8.5 minutes remaining. Down the hill they come. 2 abreast for the lead. Stati. That's Roberts on the outside. That's Benites trying to follow him through. They tuck back in single file as they head toward turn 6. But Alex Crosbie looking for his best finish of the weekend for sure, as he's solidly up into that 5th spot and very much in contention for a podium. Keep an eye on Daniel Quimby. Makes me wonder if he's saying, I'm just going to back off a little bit, run in clear air, let these tires cool down just a bit, and have something for the end. But Connor Roberts getting some legs here through Kettle Bottoms as he works his way down toward Canada Corner.
Could Crosbie doing kind of the same thing as Quimby, maybe just letting those tires cool off a little bit, let the first 3 kind of tussle it out a little bit and pounce when you need to.
Benites had a little bit of a slide as that car got sideways on him at the exit of Canada Corner. Benites looks like he got a good run, though, through 14. And he's right on the back of Nicolas Stati as they come to the line. Stati now in the lead over Roberts, Benites, and Crosbie in that order. Roberts and Benites going side by side into turn 1. Looks like Roberts able to hold him off. So Nicolas Stati has gotten to the front here. But lots of racing left to go, about 6.5 minutes. Stati getting away just ever so slightly. But Crosbie looking for his best finish of the weekend and maybe have something to say with about the podium conversation. And I believe you're absolutely right, Eric. Daniel Quimby just set his personal best, a 2:14.3. I think he's playing a little cat and mouse game with these drivers. He's quicker than everybody in front of him. So Quimby maybe being a little crafty here. Let's see if he can work some magic.
I think the issue is you're going to have to hope that they start battling up in front of you to kind of break the air up a little bit. I know that the tow is not as big of a deal with these F4 cars, but you still have a little bit of that tow on these long Road America straightaways. He's going to need them to start battling it out, and have them get side by side a little bit. I think he's almost dropped a little too far off right now. But at the same time, Alex Crosby's kind of starting to back up into him too a little bit.
Yep.
You don't know if Crosbie, like we said, has abused his tires, or is he saving a little bit here, planning on the top three to fight it out. And what did we see earlier with a three-wide attempt at a finish earlier in the afternoon? Hopefully we won't repeat that type of incident, but you've got to have the expectation that these leaders are going to start to fight it out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly right. As we will probably see the white flag next time by. So coming up on 2 laps to go. Status quo with Stati, Roberts, Benites, and Crosbie. And timing and scoring is telling us we will see the white next time. Very much a 4-car race at the front as Quimby kind of falls off the tail end of that. Lincoln Day and Barrett Wolfe continue their great battle for 5th and 6th, or 6th and 7th, excuse me. Good battle for 2nd as Roberts and Benites battling it out. Here comes Benites. He's going to try to go around the outside this time as Roberts guards that inside line down into turn 5. Up the hill towards 6. Look at Crosbie. He's looking racy. He's thinking about diving the inside of Benites. We understand Quimby has gone off at turn 3. So whatever problems Quimby had, it looks like he's been able to get the car rolling again. So it's a 4-car battle here at the kink. Nicolas Stati coming down the hill toward Canada Corner. Right behind him, Connor Roberts. Then a little bit of a gap. Kind of a 2-car breakaway here at the front. Actually, that's Pablo Benites up into 2nd spot, as there was a little shuffling there at the bottom of the hill in the run down to 5 and up the hill to 6. Here we go. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. So Stati, Benites, Roberts, and Crosbie in that order. Into turn 1. They stay single file. All 4 of them go right out to the edge of the track. Lincoln Day out in front of Barrett Wolfe with Daniel Quimby all the way back to 7th after his miscue here at turn 3. Under the Sargento Bridge. It looks like Stati and Benites are going to try to settle it between them. Pablo Benites looking for his first podium of the weekend. They're side by side. Benites forces his way through. Stati goes wide. That's going to open the door for Roberts. Up the hill they go. Benites in the lead. Stati in second. Roberts inside him. Stati goes wide again. He might let them both through as Alex Crosbie tries to follow Roberts through.
You wonder if him going a little bit wide there got some debris on his tires and had to scrub them off and just lost enough of a speed difference there on the exit of 6. Now can Crosbie attack?
Yeah, exactly right. On the final lap here, Pablo Benites looking for not only a podium but a win here for Scuderia Buell. That's his dad's race company. Pablo looking to award the Scuderia Buell crew with their first victory in this championship. But it ain't over till they cross the line. And that battle for the final step on the podium is a dandy between Connor Roberts and Alex Crosbie. Actually, that's Stati back into the third spot, excuse me. Stati and Crosbie battling for the final step on the podium. Here they come in the run to the line. Third place is very much in contention.
Crosbie went in deep into 14. Not sure if that's going to slow him down. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the toe here.
They come to the stripe, the checkered flag in the air. It is Pablo Benites, Connor Roberts, Nicolas Stati, and Alex Crosbie. The four of them just under 2 seconds at the stripe. We'll wait for the final duo to come. Lincoln Day and Barrett Wolfe have been swapping their positions back and forth as they come to the line, and it's Lincoln Day by about a car length over Barrett Wolfe. Daniel Quimby, after his miscue at turn 3, is going to fall back to 7th position. All right, I'm going to head down to the podium. We're going to do this podium and the podium for the earlier race of the JS F4s. Eric, I leave the booth in your good hands.
Thank you, sir. We'll send John down to victory podiums here in just a few moments. Always fun to celebrate at the end of the day today. In case inquiring minds would like to know, it's an all-Penske front row at the 108th running of the Indianapolis 500. The Thirsty Threes have gone fastest in IMS history with a 2:34.2 to sit the pole with the Pennzoil Penske Chevy. Will Power second, Joseph Newgarden third. Kyle Larson will start 5th in the 108th Indianapolis 500. Graham Rahal will start 33rd after Nolan Siegel wrecked in turn 2 on the final qualifying lap of the last row challenge. So Nolan Siegel will miss the Indianapolis 500. Catherine Legg qualified in the 31st position. Last row is Legg, Erickson, and Rahal. Going to be a good Indianapolis 500 next Sunday on Memorial Day weekend. Can't wait to have the NTT IndyCar Series here the second weekend of June. Just 3 weeks from today. The Expel Grand Prix of Road America presented by AMR and the NTT IndyCar Series. Tickets still available at roadamerica.com. Come join us. One of the fastest weekends of the year. Going to be a great time. Moto America in just 2 weeks. May 31st through the 2nd of June. Always a great time as well. Vintage Moto Fest on Saturday. Vintage Ride-In Bike Show. Going to be a good time in 2 weeks from now. The podium celebrations just a few moments away here at Road America.
celebrations underway. Nicolas, don't get too undressed. We're going to bring you up here for the podium celebration, so we'll ask you to put that driver's suit back on. Nicolas Stati's got a win and a podium and 2 other podiums for the weekend, finishing in 3rd spot. Yeah, you bet. Let's hear it. Probably the best race of the weekend from our standpoint. I'm sure you're a little disappointed, but boy, there was great battling going on throughout the race.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had to work my way through the field. Unfortunately, last lap I lost the lead. Yeah.
Anybody to thank?
I just like to thank AGI Sport and Kiwi Cross.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nicolas Stati, your 3rd place finisher, his 2nd podium to go along with a win this weekend. For a while, we thought Connor Roberts might break through for his 1st win on the weekend, but he's got 3 podiums to account for. Connor Roberts, your 2nd place finisher. A little closer. You had the lead for a while.
Yeah, you know, the car felt really good. I feel like I could have won this race, but definitely as a fault of my own. I made a couple of mistakes that really cost me some opportunities to make some positions. And so, yeah, that's really all it comes down to. I mean, the car was good, the racing was good, so all around it was a good race.
Looked like everybody was struggling with tires at the end. Everybody was having a little trouble with grip, I think.
Yeah, and the aero wash in these cars is larger than I would have expected it to be, and so through the carousel is really difficult to keep tires on, especially the left front really goes off after 3 laps behind another car.
Anybody to thank?
Yeah, my sponsors, ApexSpeed.com and Mobile Electronics, and my father and our team over at Team Roberts Racing. They do a great job for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sweep of the podiums, 3 podiums on the weekend for Connor Roberts. However, we have a first-time winner, ladies and gentlemen, Pablo Benites Jr. Pablo, you've been close all weekend. You finally get to the top step of the podium.
It's amazing. I don't believe this. I can't believe this. We made a change for race 2, and it was bad. It was really bad. We had no pace, so we came back and we made some little changes for the final, hoping it would be good, and it was amazing.
Fantastic job. Anybody you'd like to thank for your first win?
Well, the team, they worked so hard. Thank you for all of them. My grandparents for making this possible, and yeah, all the people here.
Congratulations. A first-time winner, ladies and gentlemen, Pablo Benites Jr. We've got one more award to give out, the Omologato Perfectly Timed to Move of the Race, but we'll get the hat dance out of the way before we make that presentation. Ligier hats on all of our drivers. I think everybody is happy to see this car make it through the weekend and no mechanical issues. And the Radford Racing School, sponsor of our scholarship, the Carts to Cars scholarship for our drivers coming into this championship for the first time. All right, let's make the Omologato Award. Once again, just to remind you, this award is voted on by the stewards for the driver who's had the best overall weekend, and the stewards have awarded this to Connor Roberts. Congratulations. It's time for the champagne celebration or the sparkling water celebration. Let's have one more round of applause for Nicolas Stati, Connor Roberts, and Pablo Benites Jr. Pablo's a happy guy. Well deserved. We do have one more podium celebration for the drivers who finished first through third in the Ligier JS F4 championship earlier today. But we'll give these winning team owners an opportunity to get a photograph or two. Viva Scuderia Buell, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got one more podium to do, and this was for the Ligier JS F4 finale for the weekend. Our top three finishers came across the line kind of in a bunch and in pieces in a couple of cases, but nonetheless, let's acknowledge them. Our third place finisher from Crosslink Kiwi Motorsports, Kekai Hawanio. Kekai. Congratulations, I think.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, this one will be settled in the steward's room, and they have not made a final determination yet. But hey, we got to honor the guys who came across the line first, whether you were sideways or in line, and you were third one across the stripe.
Yeah, it was a good race. I got out front early and led most of the race till my take got by, and then we ran her back down, got by her, and then we were 3 wide at the line.
Anybody to thank?
Of course, my grandpa for all the support, everything, anywhere transport, and of course, Crosslink Kiwi.
Congratulations. Third place finisher, Kekai Hawanio, ladies and gentlemen. Our second place finisher, also from Crosslink Kiwi Motorsports, Brad Badgman. Brad? Again, not the finish that any of us had hoped for, but you were the second one across the stripe.
Yep. No, it was a good race going from 11th. Yeah, good pace. Made some good decisions and managed to be there at the end. It's just a shame about the way that it ended.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just my family and everyone that's watching at home and supporting me all the late nights and the early mornings. Crosslink Kiwi, all my mechanics and the engine builders. Yeah.
Well done, my friend.
Thank you.
Brad Manchman, your second place finisher, ladies and gentlemen. And the first driver across the stripe, his car, well, let's wait for this to get out of the way. Stay watch. The first driver across the stripe, unfortunately, the car did not fare very well after that, but we're glad to see that Bacon Zelenka is on 2 legs. Bacon?
Well, I mean, it was an interesting race. Everyone's good. Happy to see that. Everyone's fine. The people are good. The cars may not be, but we can fix the car.
We can fix the cars, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not terrible. Of course, everybody's going to do everything they can, right?
Exactly. You're coming to the line, 3 abreast. Things happen. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Of course, I have to thank the team. They did a great job. They're gonna do an amazing job fixing the car. Hopefully, it's ever faster than ever. I got to thank my mom, of course, so the guys at Ligier, even the guys at Mountain Tune have helped me a lot. Steve's been great. Everyone that I know has helped me tremendously.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bacon Zelenka, first one across the line. That's another Crosslink Kiwi sweep of the podium. That's 2 wins and a podium for Kekai Hawanio. Brad Modgman with 2 podiums so far this season. Bacon Zelenka, 2 wins and 2 podiums. And before we have the celebration, we do have the announcement for the Omologato perfectly timed move of the race. Once again, voted on by the stewards of the meeting for the driver who did the best job over the course of the weekend. And I'm pleased to present this award to Maite Casaras from International Motorsports. Congratulations, Maite. You led the race again.
Yes, difficult one. I don't agree with the guys that, sometimes it's difficult when they crash like that, not necessary at all. We are all running with, it's difficult to get the money to get here, so obviously I'm not that quite happy. Glad that we are all good, that's for sure. And
that's the most important thing.
Yeah, thank you for this.
Congratulations. Maite Casaras, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we can have a little spraying celebration for our top 3 finishers. Kekai Hawanio, Brad Modgman, and Bacon Zelenka, all from Crosslink Kiwi Motorsports. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us throughout the course of the weekend. We hope to see you all at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for our next round, followed by my home track at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. On behalf of the staff and management of PMH Holdings and the 3 championships, I'm John Fippin. Great for being with you. I'll send it back up to Eric Miller in the tower for the final sign-off.
Thank you very much, John. Great working with you as always. Can't wait to see it fall vintage and can't wait to follow the Speed Tour all the way along, all season long, and can't wait to continue to watch these young drivers grow and progress through the ranks. And you saw them here first at the SVRA Speed Tour weekend at Road America here in 2024. We'll see you in 2 weeks for Moto America. The Superbikes are back. Of course, IndyCar in the week to follow that. In 3 weeks, June sprints and the rest of the Road America calendar all available at roadamerica.com. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Reminding you that race car spelled backwards is still race car. So long, everybody. Have a safe trip home.